Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever it is for you. Welcome back to a Division 2 video. It's reset day, it's Tuesday, and the new event, the Cherry Blossom event, has started. And the TU 1.1 update is here, changing a bunch of things in the game, adding a bunch of things in the game. We can, of course, get the Lexington again in the next 3 weeks, and an awesome looking Cherry Blossom event. But today I want to touch on all of the changes that they did to Escalation, or better said, we have new drop chances. As we all know, yesterday we had a dev stream and they told us that they buffed up the drop chances, and of course we have that list for you. Huge shout out to Dognutzz, he shared it again on the Reddits. I will leave the link down below. Definitely upvote the post against you, GG Dognutzz, for already coming through with the drop chances and a little bit more extra additional information, as we also have the prototype daily targeted loot activating today as well, and we also have some drop chances for that. So let's dive right in. There are a bunch of changes to it. The only thing that I did not change was tier 1 in the drop chance, and everything else have been buffed. Tier 2 is now 0.4%. Tier 3 is 0.6. Tier 4 0.6. So 3 and 4 are still the same. So it's 9 of the times better to play Tier 3. Although Tier 4 might give you more NPCs, as all of these drop chances are per NPC. Then we have 0.8% on 5, 1.25 on 6, 1.5 on 7, 2 on 8, 2.5 on 9, and 3% on 10. So if we look at the previous drop chances to get your prototype gear to drop within the Escalation game mode, you can see that everything is almost raised with 100%, a little bit more or a little bit less. So we have a 100% increased drop chance. Yes, it will still be quite low, but it is a lot better than a 1.5% chance that we had on tier 10 before. And like I mentioned earlier, yes sir, Year 8 Season 1.1 will introduce targeted loot to the Escalation game mode, and it will work the same as the standard targeted loot system. So rotating daily across all existing brands and gear sets, including in the loot pool, and the targeted loot is not selectable and changes randomly every single day. Target loot chances are distributed across tiers, with the higher tiers having a greater chance of dropping targeted item from the loot pool. Otherwise, it functions exactly like the normal targeted loot and follows the same core principles. And this then has a chance to drop you a target loot per tier. So there is a 5% chance to drop that on tier 1, 11 on tier 2, 16 on 3, 22 on 4, 28 on 5, 39 on 6, 45 on 7, 50% on 8, 56% on 9, and 62% chance to get a targeted loot item in tier 10. So yes, we finally have targeted loot. No, it will not be like the game modes. No, it will not be like Countdown that you can just select whatever you like to loot. And I'm quite happy that it's quote unquote just the daily targeted loot. And then looking at those numbers, this looks quite nice. We usually farm around the 4, 5, and 6, usually around that 5 and 6. So that 5 will give us 28% and 39% on tier 6 to get you yourself a targeted loot piece. And then of course the question is, what are you farming on? I will probably still be around that 5 to 7 farming that, but of course pushing yourself towards that 10. And if you feel comfortable and if you have a team to farm on the higher tiers, you will, next to, of course, an increased drop chance of prototype itself, we can now also get the daily targeted loot prototype in there as well. These are great changes. And then a little extra information for you, as there are 5 missions that rotate weekly for the Escalation, and each week at the Tuesday reset the playlist changes with the 5 new missions that become available to escalate. There is no randomness here, as all of the playlists are pre-made. So this information got data mined from the PTS, showing that we have a total of 15 playlists for each week of a season. However, there are currently only 9 available, and the selection shuffles between those 9. The new playlists are added each title update, so I will try to keep you updated about the new playlists that are added to the rotation. But for now, we have 9 different playlists. And don't worry, I won't go over all of the missions. I will put them on the screen right now, but I would love to hear which one of these playlists is attractive to you in multiple ways. Of course, there's a lot going to change with the daily targeted loot, and people will let the daily targeted loot guide them what to play. But if you see a favorite mission, or better said, multiple favorite missions, hit me up in the comments down below. I will love to hear which playlist you like the most. And those are all of the gameplay changes within Escalation, or at least the ones that are important around the drop chances for the daily loot, and of course the drop chances of the prototype items themselves. For the rest, they didn't change. We still need the same amount of prototype cores to roll. We still need the same type of prototype cores to upgrade. The chance to get 2 maxed out rolls is still only 5%, and up to 3 only 1%, nothing changed there. Same as for all of the mutators, and unfortunately also same as for the tokens, and that is something that I would love to see them address a little quicker, as this is already in the game. Every time that you delta or something goes wrong in the game, or you die in the game mode, it's gonna take you forever to get those coins back, especially if you're hunting down that tier 10. You're trying that tier 10, you're gonna get taken out, all of those coins are gone, and you still need 87 to activate that tier 10. It's gonna take forever to get to the 87 again, so hopefully they will have some adjustments for the token system in the future. But that's pretty much it for me. And of course, we will be live this entire week with those beautiful Twitch drops active on twitch.tv/IamPurePrime. But now I want to hear your opinion about all of these changes. Do you like that the daily target loot is here? What are you hunting down for? And are you still hunting down your favorite mission in the escalation missions? Or are you gonna focus a little bit more on the daily targeted loot? Again, would love to hear your opinion, but that's it for me today. Thank you very much for sticking until the end. Like the video if you liked the video or helped you out in any way or form. If you're new here and or you want to be updated by the Division 2, make sure to hit that subscribe button as well. And I will see you in the next one. Pure Prime out.